Hey world. Little tired today. Big, long, emotional day. Got in my head a little bit today. Um, you know, no matter how far we come, no matter how much we change, no matter how much we evolve, um, I still make mistakes, right? And I still fall into old habits sometimes and just kind of lose myself a little bit and go back to old ways sometimes. Now, they're not often, nowhere near as often, and they're not as extreme because I catch myself. Um, but I did. I got stuck in my head today, and I went negative for a little bit, and it was it was a little awkward and a little painful and a little tedious at times. Um, I got into overthinking mode today a little bit more than I've been doing. It's been a rough couple weeks, right? Like, I mean, I've been doing so much with the kids and spending so much time on their stuff, and in a lot of ways forgetting to take care of myself in some ways. Like, I've been really good about many parts of it. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, but I'm not growing it back. I'm gonna stay clean shaved for a while. I like to change for a little bit. Um, I think what I'm learning is that over time, I'm starting to realize and accept and have self-compassion for the mistakes I do make. Right? I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I don't expect myself to be perfect. I don't expect myself to always do everything right. And it's okay, right? I'm okay with that. And that's the difference between me now and even just a month ago, right? I would dwell on stuff. Asking for help when you need it is so difficult, right? And for me, it goes back to how I always felt shamed, blamed, guilted, uh, just tortured by it, right? And this internal struggle of torture. And it became this self perpetuating craziness. Um, it's a self fulfilling prophecy a lot because the minute we start heading down those paths and the minute that we start sinking back into old habits, if we don't catch ourselves and if we don't accept that we're just flawed humans, right? Because it's all we are. No one's perfect, not a single person. Um, we have to have self compassion and grace and self love. Um, I think there's a big piece of that missing in society today. And we are our worst judges, right? We are our own worst enemies. And our heads tell us so much crap on a daily basis that they want us to believe. Like, our minds just kind of destroy us, right? And if we don't do the right self care on a daily basis, and I mean, I meditated a ton today, and I still just couldn't get out of my own way, right? I still couldn't clear my head enough to really just stop things before they happened. But the good news is because of the tools I've learned, the tricks I've learned with my own habits, and that's where overanalyzing comes in handy. Um, I'm able to stop it right at that point, so it doesn't get completely out of hand, completely insane. And I'm very grateful for that because it always made things so much worse for me and for others, and that wasn't fair either. Um, as I'm going through this process, I'm learning so much about myself, and I'm because of the people and that amazing circle that I have around me. And, you know, yes, Annie is extremely close to me and we're great friends. We help each other tremendously. Um, in a lot of ways, without her, I wouldn't be where I am today because I don't think I would have made it. I don't think I would have got to this point, right? There's something about when that person sees you or feels you like nobody else does, then it becomes a different level of bond. And I think everybody needs those friends, right? Everybody needs those people in their life And for the first time in my life, I'm allowing people to be that in my life. And it's amazing. Uh, it truly opens me up to a whole new world and a whole new outlook. These days are getting more complicated. They're getting harder. They're getting more extreme, right? They're reaching those levels to where it's just more difficult. And I think now more than ever, we need our people around us, our circle around us, the people that we trust that can help us get bounce back up when we hit those down slopes, that can lift us back up at those moments, and those people that truly care about us, our best interests, not self-serving needs, not any of that stuff, right? That actually genuinely care about us. And I'm very fortunate that I have a circle like that today. I'm very fortunate that I've created a circle like that today, that I've allowed it to be around me, and I know that I'm worth it today. 3 months ago, if I would have told you that I have self worth, that I love myself, that I'm building a solid core of people around me that I love and I believe in and I trust completely, I would have told you you were crazy. I wouldn't believe it. I really wouldn't. But at this point, I do. And I know it and I feel it and it's real and I love it, right? It's so magical and it's so powerful. I'm really grateful for the people in my life, and I'm really grateful to myself for the work I'm doing. I'm really grateful for allowing myself and believing in myself and loving myself and allowing myself to have those things because I deserve it and everybody deserves it. We just need to believe it for ourselves. And I'm going to keep this short tonight because I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed early, I think, unless something comes up between now and then, which you never know. Um, but I'm just such a grateful and fortunate person to have so many amazing people in my life. And I love my break from LinkedIn, and I'm not sure when I'm going back. I don't know what that means for the round tables because the last one that I have booked is this one coming up. So on Monday. Uh, and as much as I'm passionate about it, as much as I care about it, as much as I love them, I don't feel like that's my purpose at this moment. At this moment, I really need to focus on me. And I really need to focus on those that are close to me so that I can be my best self daily for those around me, for those I love, for my kids, because that's what's important right now. I don't know. Well, I hope everybody has an absolutely amazing night. Thank you for whoever watches this. If you ever need anything, please reach out.